In this video, we're going over the Got It number 2 in lesson 6.6, solving systems of equations using subtraction. All right, remember you use subtraction when you have equations that have a term that is the same. So the Got It number 2 says solve the following system of linear equations by using subtraction. We have negative 3x plus 2y equals 7. And then negative 3x plus 8y equals 19. Okay, in this case, this term that is the same as the x term, because they both have a negative 3x. Which means, if you were to subtract these two terms, negative 3x minus negative 3x, they're actually going to cancel out, which is what we want. We want a term to cancel out, so we could just stick with solving one term at a time, which means we're going to solve for the y first, if the x's cancel out. Let me prove to you that negative 3x minus negative 3x does cancel out. Let's rewrite it over here. We have negative 3, right? Negative 3 minus 3. I'm sorry, negative 3 minus negative 3. Well, we have this double negative here, which turns into a positive. So really it's negative 3 plus 3, which is 0. So these terms do cancel out, the x terms. So we're just left with subtracting now. We have 2y minus 8y, right, because it's a positive 8y. So it's positive 2y minus positive 8y, which is negative 6y. Because it's really like 2 minus 8, which is negative 6. Okay, bring down the equal sign. And then we have 7 minus 19. Okay, which is negative 12. All right, let's further solve for y. We have to get rid of that negative 6, because it's negative 6 times y. We're going to divide by negative 6 on both sides. The negative 6's cancel out. And you're left with y equals 2, because negative 12 divided by negative 6 is 2. All right, now let's pick one of our equations. We could pick either or, because the answer is going to be the same, to solve for x. We know that y equals 2 now, so let's recopy one of our equations. I'm going to pick the first equation because the numbers are smaller. So I'm going to recopy negative 3x plus 2y equals 7. And we're plugging in 2 for y. And we're going to solve for x. So we have negative 3x plus 2 times 2, because we figured out that y equals 2, and then equals 7. So we have negative 3x plus, here we have 2 times 2 is 4, and then equals 7. If we further solve, if it's plus 4, to get rid of it, we subtract 4 from both sides. To cancel out the 4's. And then we have negative 3x equals 7 minus 4 is 3. Then we divide by negative 3 on both sides to get rid of the negative 3 with the x. And we're left with x equals negative 1, because 3 divided by negative 3 is negative 1. All right, so the last thing we have to do is just put our answer as an ordered pair. If x is negative 1 and y is 2, then our ordered pair is negative 1, comma 2. So this is the point of intersection. between these two equations if you were to graph them. Okay, now you're going to go on digits and complete the digits classwork called 6.6 classwork.